Hello dear students, welcome back to my science class. We have already completed the chapter materials, metals and non-metals. Today we are going to discuss the question answers given in your NCERT book. So let's start. Question number 1. Which of the following can be beaten into thin sheets? Zinc, phosphorus, sulfur, oxygen. And the answer is yes, you are right, zinc. Because zinc is a metal, rest all phosphorus, sulfur and oxygen are non-metals. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct? All metals are ductile. All non-metals are ductile. Generally metals are ductile. Some non-metals are ductile. And your answer is generally metals are ductile, because we know there are soft metals are also there. So the answer will be correct option is generally metals are ductile. Next question. Fill in the blanks. Phosphorus is a very dash non-metal. Metals are dash conductor of heat and dash. Iron is dash reactive than copper. Metals react with acids to produce dash gas. I know you all have done the answers already. Just check it. Phosphorus is a very reactive non-metal. We know phosphorus reacts vigorously with air. That's why we have to keep phosphorus under water. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Iron is more reactive than copper because its position is higher in the metal reactivity series. Metals react with acid to produce hydrogen gas. Next question. Mark true if the statement is true. Mark F if it is false. Generally non-metals react with acid. Sodium is a very reactive metal. Copper displaces zinc from zinc sulfate solution. Coal can be drawn into wires. Let's check the answers. Generally non-metals react with acid. It's a false statement. Sodium is very reactive metal. That's true. Copper displaces zinc from zinc sulfate solution. False, because zinc is more reactive than copper. Coal can be drawn into wire. It is false because coal is a non-metal and it is not ductile. Next table, we will see the answer. Some of the properties of the metals are listed. Metals and non-metals. Just see appearance. Metals are lustrous, non-metals are dull in appearance. Hardness, metals are hard, non-metals are soft. Malleability, can be beaten into thin sheets. Non-metal cannot be beaten into thin sheets. Ductility, metals can be drawn into wire. Non-metals cannot be drawn into wire. Heat conduction, metals are good conductor of heat. Non-metals are poor conductor of heat. Conduction of electricity, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Next question. Give reason for the following. Aluminium foils are used to wrap food items. Immersion rods for heating liquids are made up of metallic substances. First answer for question number 6A. Aluminium foils are used to wrap food items because aluminium metal is malleable. Therefore, it can be beaten into thin foils. Answer for question number B. Metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Therefore, immersion rods for heating liquids are made up of metallic substances. Next question. Question number 6. C. Copper cannot displace zinc from its salt solution. 6D. Sodium and potassium are stored in kerosene. Let's check the answer. A metal can displace a less reactive metal from its salt in an aqueous solution. But zinc is more reactive than copper. Therefore, copper cannot displace zinc from its salt solution. See the reaction. No reaction will take place if zinc sulfate is reacting with copper. A stands for solid. AQ stands for aqueous solution or liquid. Answer D. Sodium and potassium are stored in kerosene because they are highly reactive elements. They can easily catch fire even when in contact with air. No external heat is required. Spontaneous reactions takes place. So they are kept under kerosene. Question number 7. Can you store lemon pickle in an aluminium utensil? Explain. Lemon pickle cannot be stored in aluminium utensils because lemon pickle contains acids which can react with aluminium, liberating hydrogen gas. This can lead to the spoiling of the pickle. So, pickle cannot be stored in aluminium. Metals react with acid and produce hydrogen gas. Question number 8. Match the substances given in column A with their uses given in column B. We will see it together. Answer. Yes. Gold used in making jewelry, iron for machineries, aluminium for wrapping food, carbon is a fuel, copper used to make electric wire, and mercury used in thermometer. Question number 9. What happens when dilute sulfuric acid is poured on a copper plate? Iron nails are placed in copper sulfate solution. Write word equation of the reactions involved. First answer. When dilute sulfuric acid is poured on a copper plate, there will be evolution of hydrogen gas along with the formation of blue color crystal of copper sulfate. See, copper plus sulfuric acid, copper sulfate with evolution of hydrogen gas. Question number B. Iron being more reactive displaces copper from copper sulfate solution. In this reaction, a blue color of copper sulfate fades and there is deposition of copper on the iron nail. Iron plus copper sulfate equal to iron sulfate plus copper. This is example of displacement reaction. Question number 10. Saloni took a piece of burning charcoal and collected the gas evolved in the test tube. Burning charcoal. Coal is made up of carbon, we all know. How will she find the nature of the gas? Add a few drops of water in the test tube containing the gas. Now cover the test tube and shake it well. After shaking the test tube, test the solution with blue litmus and red litmus. It will turn the blue litmus into red. Thus, the gas is acidic in nature. Try and understand. Saloni took a piece of burning charcoal. Burning charcoal is coal. If it is burning, that means it is reacting with oxygen and producing carbon dioxide. Okay. When we are mixing water to it, carbon dioxide and water reacting to form carbonic acid. So carbonic acid will definitely turn blue litmus paper into red. That is why the blue litmus paper turned red, and we can understand the gas evolved is acidic in nature. I hope I made you understand. Okay, react burning charcoal, that means carbon plus oxygen is equal to carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide plus water equal to carbonic acid, that turn the blue litmus paper into red. Just see the explanation. Okay. This is what is happening. Carbon plus oxygen equal to carbon dioxide and water equal to carbonic acid. You have to write down the equations properly, exactly as it is written over here. Next. One day, Rita went to a jewelry shop with her mother. Her mother gave an old gold jewelry to the goldsmith to polish. Next day, when they brought the jewelry back, they found that there was a slight loss in the weight. Can you suggest a reason for the loss in weight? To polish a gold ornament, it is dipped in a liquid called aqua regia, a mixture of hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. On getting the environment of aqua regia, the outer layer of the gold dissolves in it, and the inner shiny layer appears. The dissolving of the layer causes a reduction in the weight of the jewelry. Thank you.